Have you ever considered how a shift in perspective can radically alter your view of the world? Consider this. When you gaze at cars from 20 feet away, they seem substantial, significant. But what if you could see them from 20,000 feet in the sky? From that vantage point, they would appear as tiny, almost insignificant specks. This stark contrast in perception brings us to an intriguing story of a man named Thomas, who discovered that a change in perspective could reshape his entire life. Thomas was a hard-working carpenter. Content with his modest lifestyle, he viewed his world from a ground level, focusing on the immediate tasks at hand. Every day he would lose himself in the intricate details of his craft, never lifting his gaze beyond the wood and the nails. Then one day, a chance encounter with a wealthy entrepreneur named Richard changed everything. Richard, a man who viewed the world from a metaphorical 20,000 feet, shared his perspective with Thomas. He spoke of the bigger picture, of looking beyond the immediate and into the vast potential the world holds. He talked about the opportunities that lay just out of sight when one's view is limited to the immediate surroundings. Intrigued by this new outlook, Thomas decided to adopt this higher perspective. He began to look beyond his carpentry, exploring possibilities he'd previously ignored. He started investing in real estate, a venture he had deemed too risky in the past. He took on challenging projects, things he would have shied away from before. As Thomas embraced this new perspective, his life began to transform. His investments flourished, providing him with a financial freedom he had never imagined. His work became more fulfilling as he took on more complex, creative projects. He found himself happier, more satisfied, and more at peace with his life. All because he chose to view his world from a higher perspective. So what does Thomas's story teach us about the power of perspective? It illustrates that by lifting our gaze from the immediate, we can see the larger landscape of possibilities. It shows that a change in perspective, like viewing the world from 20,000 feet instead of 20, can reveal opportunities that seem invisible from the ground level. It reminds us that our view of the world is not a fixed reality, but a perception that we can choose to alter. In essence, perspective is a powerful tool. It can unlock possibilities, broaden our horizons, and transform our lives. Just like Thomas, by viewing the world from a higher vantage point, we can discover a wealth of opportunities waiting for us. All it takes is a shift in perspective. Not only does this shift allow us to see beyond the immediate, but it also enables us to envision a world of potential that we may have otherwise overlooked. So as we navigate through life, may we remember the power of perspective. May we remember that our view of the world is not fixed, but flexible. And may we remember that by changing our perspective, we can change our lives.